Goldilocks and the Three Bullfrogs. I am 8 and I am the narrator.
I'm Noah and I'm Papa Bullfrog.
I'm Caleigh and I'm Goldilocks.
I'm Morgan and I'm Mama Bullfrog.
I'm James and I'm Baby Bullfrog.
Once upon a time, there was a family of bullfrogs. They lived in a small house at the edge of a pond. In their backyard, they had their very own swimming pool that had 3 lily pads. The first lily pad was for Papa Bullfrog, one for Mama Bullfrog, and one for Baby Bullfrog. One day, the Bullfrog family was just getting ready to sit down for a meal of soup, but they noticed the soup was very hot. So they decided to go out for a short hop before their meal. By the time they returned, they expected the soup would have cooled down. Meanwhile, a little girl named Goldilocks was walking in the woods. She noticed the little house at the edge of the pond. She went inside.
Gee, 3 bowls of soup. I wonder who these belong to.
Goldilocks took a spoonful from Papa Bullfrog's bowl, but before she took a sip, she noticed that something was strange.
There are flies in the soup. Yuck!
Then she took a spoonful of Mama Bullfrog's bowl, but before she put it in her mouth, she again noticed that something was odd.
This soup is full of crickets. Ugh!
Goldilocks noticed that Baby Bullfrog's soup didn't have any flies or crickets.
This soup is just right. Mmm.
Goldilocks ate all of Baby Bullfrog's soup. Then she looked out the window and noticed that the frogs swimming pool. She thought it would be nice to take a swim. Goldilocks swam for a while. She noticed that there were 3 lily pads in the pool. This was strange. She wondered who lived in this house. It looked like it would be fun to sit on a lily pad. Goldilocks climbed onto Papa Bullfrog's lily pad.
This lily pad is too big.
Goldilocks dove back into the water and swam to Mama Bullfrog's lily pad.
This lily pad is too slippery.
Then Goldilocks noticed that Baby Bullfrog's soup didn't have any flies or crickets. She swam over to the 3rd and final lily pad, which belonged to Baby Bullfrog.
This lily pad is just right.
Suddenly, there was a strange gurgling noise. The lily pad was sinking. Goldilocks fell into the water with a splash, and she swam to the edge of the pool and got out. Goldilocks decided to go back inside of the house for a look around. She went upstairs. The first thing she noticed was a very bouncy king bed. She lived in a house with flies, so the lily pad and bouncy bed. Goldilocks climbed on top of Bullfrog's bed and began to jump. She immediately flew in the air and nearly bumped the bed on the ceiling.
This bed is too bouncy. Next,
she tried out Mama Bullfrog's bed. She hopped once and nothing happened. She hopped again and still nothing happened.
This bed is not bouncy enough.
So Goldilocks began to jump on Baby Bullfrog's bed. It was perfect. She could bounce higher and higher and then lower and lower. She could do flips, flops, and tricks.
Wee, woo, wee, ha.
After a while, Goldilocks grew tired of bouncing on Baby Bullfrog's bed. She lay down and went to sleep. Soon, the Bullfrog family came hopping back from their outing. They were hungry and looking forward to some tasty soup full of flies and crickets. Suddenly, Papa Bullfrog noticed that something was not quite right.
Ribbit, someone's been stumping my soup.
Someone also took a spoonful of my soup. Ribbit.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Someone ate my soup, now it's all gone. Then the three bullfrogs noticed that something was different about their swimming pool.
Someone's been sitting on my lily pad. Ribbit.
Ribbit, someone has definitely been sitting on my lily pad.
Someone sat on my lily pad and it sunk. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Then the three bullfrogs the three hopped upstairs.
Someone's been bouncing on my bed.
Yes, there's definitely been Ribbit, someone bouncing on my bed.
Someone has been bouncing on my bed and she's still there. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. With all the commotion, Goldilocks woke up. She was greeted by a family of frogs staring at her. They were hopping mad. Goldilocks got out of bed and jumped out the window just like a frog. Then she ran out of the woods and never snuck into a strange house again.